Hello friends, my name is Sampath. Welcome to our Gardener English channel. In this video I would like to show you how we can use bone meal for our plants and what are the benefits of using it and how can we use it. All the details I am going to cover in this video. I hope you enjoy watching this video. This is how bone meal looks like. Bone meal is one of the slow releasing fertilizers that you can give to your plants. You can use it in the potting mix. This type of container, one handful of bone meal is sufficient. So in other words, I would say maybe 2 to 5% of bone meal is enough in a potting mix. During this season, the rainy season, most of the fertilizers that we give like Epsom salt or seaweed, most likely they will be washed out from the rain holes due to the rainfall. But when it comes to the bone meal, it wouldn't easily mix in the water. It's not water soluble. Even if there is a heavy rainfall, there is no possibility of bone meal washing out from the pot. I have seen couple of videos on how bone meal is made. It's actually made of animal bones, dead animal bones. The preparation process would be, first they will sterilize the bones and then they will burn the bones in some charcoal or something as such, and then they crushes the bones into powder, and that's when bone meal is formed. That is how the bone meal is prepared. Bone meal can be served to flowering fruit and vegetable plants, all kind of vegetable and fruits and flowering plants, but you can avoid using it for leafy vegetables. Usually leafy vegetables don't require much amount of phosphorus and calcium. It's not mandatory for us to use bone meal for leafy vegetables, but in case if you leave any leafy vegetable to collect seeds, I mean if you wanted to make some seeds out of spinach or coriander or anything for that matter, anything from which you wanted to collect seeds, that you can serve bone meal to such plants. Bone meal slowly releases and gives energy to the plant so that you can expect good amount of yield, be it vegetable or fruits or flowering. I would say it's really mandatory to use bone meal for fruit plants, especially because growth of the fruit plants will be really slow compared to the vegetable and leafy vegetable plants. Most of the fruiting plants, they wouldn't bloom and they wouldn't fruit all over the year, right? So when it is the time, I mean when it is the season for a fruit plant, then it requires a lot of nutrients. So this bone meal gives sufficient amount of phosphorus and calcium that a plant requires. This should be given to plants when it is the time of changeover. Changeover period is nothing but that's when the plant grown really well and you are waiting for plant to bloom, and also you are waiting from bloom to convert into fruit. And the another case is fruits already. Another thing is that you already harvested some fruits from a plant. Now again you are expecting it to bloom. So in such cases, in such scenarios, you should be using bone meal. So how can you serve a bone meal to the plants? You can, like I said before, you can use it in the potting mix. If you haven't used it in the potting mix, you can serve it to the containers directly. How you can serve it to the plants? So easy, just sprinkle a handful of bone meal into a pot, depending on the pot size. The quantity of bone meal depends on the size of the pot. You know, smaller containers may not require handful. 1 tablespoon or teaspoon may be sufficient for such pots. So it really depends on the pot size. Just sprinkle bone meal on the surface of the soil and then slightly cover it with the same soil. That should be done. We can also prepare a liquid fertilizer with bone meal. We can make water soluble calcium phosphate. It's one of the liquid fertilizers in Chauhan Q method. So let's see how we can make it. Preparation is quite easy. All that you need to do is just take 2 spoons of bone meal in a container, in a plastic container. Then add 200 ml of vinegar in that container. Then cover the container with a lid. Make sure not to close the lid very tightly because gases will escape from this container. You should let the gases escape, otherwise it may blast. If you close it later, it may blast. You should let it ferment for at least 14 days. That's when it is ready for use. I prepared this earlier, if I remember correctly, maybe 6 months ago. This is how the prepared water soluble calcium phosphate will look like. Vinegar, usually the vinegar that I've used is white, right? So this is how the vinegar, color of the liquid changed to. We have to dilute this liquid in order to serve it to the plants. It's really concentrated, so we shouldn't be serving it as it is. So let me tell you the dilution ratio. For 1 liter of water, you can take between 1 to 5 ml of water soluble calcium phosphate. So here I took about 10 liters of water. So for 1 liter I will take approximately 5 ml of liquid. So for 10 liters it would be 50 ml. Right. So here I have 30 ml cap. So let me apply 30 ml first. And then 20 ml, approximately 20 ml. This liquid is ready for us to serve it to the plants. After diluting, the next step is to fill the liquid in a sprayer and then spraying it to the plants. This plant is in the changeover period. It is giving me some yield, so it really needs nutrients. And we can apply this liquid to the soil. We can also spray it on the foliage. The frequency of application should be approximately once in a week. Even if you apply this liquid every day, it wouldn't be a big problem, but still we cannot apply it every day, right? So better include this liquid in your liquid fertilizers chart. You can use it at least twice a month, I would say. If you have it, maybe you can spray it every week, no problem at all. But if you also have other fertilizers with you that you are also using, maybe you can add this to that list and use it once or twice a month. That should be enough. We have used vinegar in the preparation, right? Vinegar has a property of repelling the pests, especially aphids, mealybugs, and also ants in a way. So it not just fertilizes the plant but also repels the pest, and it's a kind of pest repellent, we can say. So I'll be applying this liquid to entire garden. That should be it. I hope you find this video informative and useful. If you think so, please give it a thumbs up and do let me know how did you like it in the comment section down below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll meet you in the other video. Bye bye. ఇది ఇట్లా కనిపిస్తుందని చెప్తాము ఒకసారి. ఏదైనా ప్లేట్ ఉంటే బాగుండగా. బోన్ మీల్ ఈజ్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ది నోరు తిరిగి సావట్లేదు నాకేమో. ఇట్స్ స్పెషలీ డ్యూరింగ్ దిస్ సీజన్, రైనీ సీజన్, ఇట్స్ ది బెస్ట్. లెన్స్ పట్టుకోకట్లా. We can use it in the potting mix while mixing the potting while preparing the potting mix for our plants for gardening. You can ఎందుకు అట్లా కదుపుతున్నావు చెప్తుంటే. I hope you understood how we can use bone meal to in our. I hope you understand. I hope you like this video. I hope you find this video informative and useful. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up, and please do let me know how did you like it in the comment section down below. Please do subscribe to my channel. Please అని ఎక్కువ అయిపోతుంది.